Hello students, welcome to your Hamilton email access tutorial. If you are on the Hamilton School website, which is http://www.hcs.k12.in.us, and you look underneath this picture here, the floating picture box, you are going to see a little tab that says Student Email. Inside this tab, there is a link. It's either clicking on the envelope or clicking on the word click link. If you click on that, it's going to open up another page. Mine's already got something in the box. The first time it's going to come up empty. You're going to click your login information that you use whenever you access your computer. And you're also going to have to put your password in there. After you do that, you're going to leave all of this stuff here. You're going to leave languages, English, you're going to leave Mondo, and you're going to press login. It asks if you want to remember your settings. I would recommend that you do not do that in case somebody else gets your computer. You do not want somebody to send emails under your name to somebody else. When you log into the account, you see a little box that says email. You see one that says contacts, and you see a tab that says options. You also see a little box that says new. You see a plus sign with a folder, and you see a little pencil to make an edit. We're going to talk first of all about creating contacts. When you log in the first time, you're also going to see that this is where your inbox is, junk email, deleted items, and then some information. The startup page, you can actually decide what you want to be your startup page. If you want to open up your website and see all your emails immediately, you can click this and you can select what you want it to be. Clicking back to contacts. If you go to the contacts tab at the top and you click that button, it's going to open up a page that has the word new with a person next to it. It also has the place where you can put some emails, you can do a search, you can view it by different ways. We're going to go ahead and add somebody new. Now, first of all, I'm going to recommend as soon as you get your teacher names that you add your teachers to your email. By doing this, you're going to click on contact, and then I'm going to go ahead and add myself to my email because this account is a student account. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put in the first name, the last name, full name, nickname. Now, you might have a nickname that you want to use to remember. So you might say Madame for French class, or Senora for Spanish class. You can also just leave it as Mrs. Wells, or Mrs. Fraunfelter Jones, or Mrs. Stackhouse, whatever names you decide to put in there to go with your teacher. The email address for the teachers at our school are their first name, period, last name, all lowercase, with the @ sign, hcs.k12.in.us. Instant Messenger is not something that we're going to be doing with this email program, so you're going to leave that blank. So after you add your teacher information, press add. Now there is a contact just for me. So if you're typing me a message, you can actually go and click here, press email, and it's going to create a location that you can send an email to me. So we're going to go ahead and do a test email. You have the option of putting attachments here by clicking on attachments. And then you can find something in your computer to send to us. It does have a maximum size. Probably not going to be able to handle large videos, but it should be able to handle most of the documents that you would do. So you're going to find your file that you want to send in. And after you find that file, you're going to insert that by pressing attach, and it'll upload it, and then press continue. And what's going to happen is after it's added, right now it's added there. So you're going to maybe say something like, here is my assignment, page 37, activities 1 through 4. And then you just press send here, and it'll actually send that email. I just sent an email to myself. Let's go back to the contacts tab. We're going to add a student now for your email. If you click on new and contact, We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to create a Hamilton student in here. So what we're going to do, and since you're probably going to be using this if you were emailing a friend, more than likely you're going to have their first name. I do want to warn you, however, that this email is monitored. So you need to make sure you are using school appropriate things and you are not doing anything inappropriate. Because if we find out that you are using email to do something such as cyberbullying, sending messages that are inappropriate for school, you will have disciplinary action. So this is only to be used with caution and with meaning. Student emails at Hamilton. For most of our students in grades 8 through 12 are their first name and their last name with the first letter capitalized in each word with the period in the middle. And then you have the @ sign, and then students.hcs.k12.in.us. This students here goes back to this email account. The teacher's account is a little bit different. So if you're sending to a teacher, you have to send to the hcs.k12.in.us. But to a student, you have to have the word students in front of the other stuff. After you do that, you go ahead and you press add. And now we have a contact added for that person. Sending an email to that person is done exactly the same way. You can open up your contact tab and you can just pick and choose who you want to pick and send something to. Or you can go into the email tab and press the word new, email message, and then do the same thing. And then if you click on the word to, if somebody's in your contact tab, it's actually going to pull up all your contacts and you can click who you want to send it to. Now, if you're not familiar with email, the word to is just the single person, but you can send a list of people if you use a semicolon in between. The CC means carbon copy, and the BCC means blind carbon copy. So just go ahead and you can select whoever you want to. If you select 2 people and press OK, it's going to send to both of those people and it'll plug their information into the box, or it should. Before you press OK, you need to actually press the word to, and it's going to plug those people in here. So now when you press OK, you have all of the people you're emailing to. Then you'll put in your subject. You can actually format this with lots of different things. You have a time insert, you can put in a date, you can put in a link, you can print, which we're recommending students don't print unless they absolutely have to. You have different formatting things here. You can cut and paste. There's a lot of different things you can do with this email account. So after you go ahead and practice doing that, you do need to understand that students do not have email for the first time until they have actually logged on once. So you might try sending one of your friends an email and it might come back with an error message. It's very possible that that person has not created their email account yet. Some of the teachers are going to have students do this the very first day of school and are going to walk you through it. Others are going to just assume that you've done it. So if you have a chance to get it set up before school starts, go ahead. If you notice here, you have underneath the new button, you have mailbox with your name, and then it has inbox, contacts, deleted items, sent items, drafts. You can add new folders. I recommend that you make a folder for each class that you teach or that you take so that you can actually have a place to put things if your teachers send you email, okay? It'll be a lot easier for you to organize yourself. Sometimes with these option buttons, you might be able to actually have it set up so that you can change your preview page, but occasionally you can have it set up so that if an email comes from somebody in particular, you can actually send it to that specific folder. So go ahead and play around a little bit with your email. Try to send somebody a message. Try to contact somebody in class. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me or Mr. Jones. We can help you with your email. Most of your teachers are going to be aware of how to use it as well. You can log out or you can just close the tab and you'll be back to the school home.